400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Hello YouTube! How was that for a backwards entry? So yeah, here we go. This is my first online drifting video for Forza Horizon. And in this video, to start with, we did these big entries here, me and Burnsy. We were really just cruising over to Red Rock because we wanted to find a section in Red Rock, and this is the first one that we found. I will do another video on the second one, but we didn't actually get any recording of the second one. But yeah, this is the first section we found, and it's really cool. Not one that sticks out on the map. So I've found, you know, people will find sections from, like, they'll look at the map and they'll look for like where the windy roads are and then go to there and see if it will drift good. But this was just, I was seeing if this road would work, and then I noticed there was a sort of an off-road next to it, and it works really well. I'm really pleased with it, and yeah, thought I'd share it with you guys and show you me and Burnsy having a bit of tandems on there. Now it does cut here, that's where we just change cars, cut out all of the boring stuff. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was drifting on Forza Horizon and my likes and dislikes surrounding it. So drifting on Forza Horizon is slightly different to Forza 4, and I'm talking physics wise, because I don't know, for a start, the collisions sort of change it up a bit, because when you're tandeming, obviously you're going to have a few knocks, and most of the time it's in a slightly positive way, because whereas in Forza 4 you might slightly tap someone and it makes them spin out, on this game you would hit them and it doesn't really do anything to them at all. Another thing about the collisions though is that it's created a bit of lag online, which is weird. Like, we're not actually lagging, but when you come into close proximity with someone, it's like the game is not sure whether or not you're hitting them. It's like it's not certain, which is slightly irritating, especially as sometimes with the collisions as well, it can cause just you to spin out randomly, like even when they hit you in a place that wouldn't usually spin you out. Like, say if you get knocked on the front end of your car, sometimes that can spin the back end round. It's very odd, and you can't tell what's going on most of the time when you do have a collision, which is the biggest thing I think that might spoil it for some people. The physics are basically the same, it feels a little bit different, and to be honest it's just something you can get used to. And people might complain that it's, you know, they don't like it because it doesn't feel just like Forza 4, but you know, Forza 4 didn't feel like Forza 3, and everyone adjusted to it, and now people drift on Forza 4 fine. So I think you can just adjust to this and it's fine, you know. You can drift on whatever game, it doesn't matter what the physics are like, as long as you can drift, it's fun, right? Another thing which is just is very picky is that there's not a lot of cars, and they've just released the November pack. Like, well, they haven't released the pack, they've released the cars that are going to be in it, they've told everyone, and one of them is the 240 SX from Forza 4, which was a massive release on Forza 4 that everyone was really buzzed about, and then they've left it out on this game and then brought it out in the first DLC, which is, you know, it's quite annoying. The first DLC as well, I can't help but notice that the 240 and the Jeep are the two new cars, and the other 3 or 4 that they're releasing are already in the game. They're just releasing the like sport versions. So for example, the M3, we've already got the M3. What they're releasing is the same looking M3, but it's like the sport package, so it'll have like a it'll just be a bit more powerful and stuff, and like they're releasing a Mustang, which if you're a Mustang fan would be cool, but for people that don't know about Mustangs, it just looks like the regular Mustang that's already in the game, but it just comes with 900 horsepower. So, you know, like, I think that's a bit stingy. I don't know. It's, you know, if you want the cars, you can get them. If you don't, then don't get them. So it's not something that is going to make me hate Turn 10. It's not something that's going to make me dislike this game. But it is a bit annoying. But yeah, like, also with the drifting is not only just the lack of cars, but we could have had a few more upgrades. Like, you know, like Forza Horizon posed a perfect platform for them to really show the sort of scene that goes on at these sort of festivals. Like, because these festivals do exist. Look at what's it called? Gateville? No. And Awesome Fest, Driftworks Awesome Fest. I wanted to go, but they cancelled the last time that they were doing it. But Driftworks Awesome Fest is exactly what Forza Horizon is, but slightly different in that there isn't races around on the local area. Driftworks Awesome Fest takes place at a circuit, and there is, you know, dubstep music, there's drum and bass, there's all that kind of stuff, and then there's car culture there as well. That's what it's all solely based on. It's not just drifting that happens there, even though you can drift what you bring goes on there, but they also have, you know, like showcase the cars that people bring as well at the Awesome Fest, and that is really like the essence of what this kind of festival is people gathering together and experiencing you know, like what they do with each other. And to be honest, this game seems more like not a festival, more like a competition based around a festival. But if they had really gone for the festival thing, then we would have got so many really cool upgrades which would have been perfect for drifters. We would have got the fitment, the awesome wheels and all these kind of things. If there were actually things that were linked to what this festival would be like, if it was in real life, then it would have been awesome. But unfortunately we have limited upgrades, even more limited than Forza 4, in that we can't even drivetrain swap anymore, which is a big disappointment. Big disappointment. Lack of cars, big disappointment. And then the fact that they're selling cars that we've already had on Forza 4, again, for extra money on this game, that's a big disappointment. But to be honest, I don't think people should view this game as that. They should view it as that, you know, it's a fun game that is just it's just to have fun on. It's not to really be uber critical of it. You should see it as the next sort of open world racer. You shouldn't see it as the next Forza. You should see it as, you know, just a bit of fun in the meantime, which it does perfectly. You know, like Forza 4 might have been like dying for some of us now, like someone getting a bit bored of it, and this is like just like an expansion pack for that, which is amazing. You just imagine if instead of Forza Horizon, whole new game, what if they had just made an open world expansion pack which was 40 quid for Forza 4? This is basically what that is, you know, and I think that's brilliant. And I think where you can have the most fun on Horizon, I think, is in the playground games section on multiplayer, where you play like Infected and all that kind of stuff, and that is so much fun. And when you're in a party of 8 people and you just all play infected, and you're all leveling up, getting random prizes as well. And, oh my god, that is so much fun. Anyway, this was me and Burnsy playing around on this new section that we made up, and I hope you like it. Feel free to drift this section, and share the video if you see this video, because I think YouTube has mucked up subscriptions, so I don't know if anyone will be able to see this video. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. See ya.